The competitive art of pen spinning requires insane dexterity, timing, and hand-eye coordination. But is there actually a strategy? On the surface level, or complete beginner level, there probably isn't. No, you don't need strategy to learn a thumb around. So what do I mean by this? Strategy in pen spinning only shows itself when you get more experience in the art and start competing. There's also some strategy to learning tricks and choosing how to choose when and what exactly you'll learn. I'll start with the basic strategy of competing in tournaments, because this is probably what most people think when I say strategy. The basic strategy when it comes to tournaments really has to do with knowing your opponent. The most obvious strategy is to use your strength and spin to your advantage. You want to always give yourself an unfair advantage. You do this by making combos built to your strengths. If you have similar strengths as your opponent, then it would be to counter your opponent's strengths by doing something different. For example, if you think you're pretty good at finger crosses, but you go up against Saltian, you'll probably want to add something different and not just base it all off of finger crosses with a similar effect of Saltians. On the other hand, if it's 2021 and you're going up against Isug, you probably won't want to do power. Now, taking into consideration multiple rounds in tournaments, it's best to save your best stuff for later. For example, don't make your strongest combo in the first round and end up dying in the second round if there are a total of 6 rounds. Unless you are most likely going to die on the first round regardless, then that's probably the only exception to that. But most of the time, you'd want to put the least effort possible in the first round while still knowing you'll pass. Obviously, don't be stupid and go too easy and end up dying on the first round, but if you're actually a strong spinner, then you should be able to do an almost freestyle level combo for the first round if there are 6 rounds. If there are 2, 4, or even 8 rounds, you'll want to gauge or estimate how well you think you are compared to the other opponents, and make different levels of combos based off of that. Now that you know some basic tournament strategy, let's go on to long-term learning strategy, which I'm probably one of the best at. Not many people have a strategy when it comes to the order of learning things, but if you look at the most basic example of this, it would be learning the fundamentals before making a power combo. Saying that out loud sounds obvious, but on a deeper level, many spinners don't pay attention to this at all. They just practice whatever tricks they want or feel like in the moment. And if you just spin for fun, then by all means continue doing that. But if you spin to win, then you'll need to change the order of what you practice. The earlier you understand this, the better. And I was thinking about learning strategy ever since I was a beginner, which might have correlated to why I'm so good at so many different things now. First, I focused solely on fundamentals and tech, which is basically just fundamental spinning. I copied one of the spinners with the strongest fundamentals rooted with basic one-hand, one-pen linkage spinning as early as I could, which gave me insanely strong fundamentals in linkages. After that, I did one-hand power, mainly continuous, which I see as basically fundamentals but in power. If you can spin really well continuously, it means you have amazing consistency and confidence with those tricks. I even chose to grind fist bus fishing for a specific reason, of it being highly correlated with many other hard power tricks. I would even go so far as to say fist bus fishing is a fundamental in high level power, so I wanted to get as good as I could at it. Now I'm expanding my reach and working more on combo creation with integration, structure, and effect. After getting extremely good at one-hand spinning, only then would I introduce the second hand, or second pen. At least this is my way of thinking of it. You may have a different strategy if you want to spin to win, and be really good at everything, or only a subset of things. Whatever your strategy is, make sure it's highly rooted in fundamentals. Thanks for watching, and thanks to my elite members over the past couple months for supporting me. If you want to support me and get access to both the OO and elite roles, both coming with their own exclusive chats, where I periodically release special features to future projects, then feel free to click the first link in the description to get access to Spindy's Elite. See you next time.